Here's the truth. Inbound leads from YouTube convert 4 to 6 times higher than leads from cold calling, door knocking, or even paid ads. The agents who finally figure this out are building their pipeline 24/7. Clients are finding them, trusting them, and calling them. But most realtors will never experience that because they're uploading random videos with no direction, no keyword strategy, and no understanding of what the algorithm or the audience actually wants. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact 10 video types proven based on data that generate not only the most inbound leads, but also lead to the most closed deals with exact examples for each and why each one works. Okay, so let's dive into this. As you can see here, I'm going to walk you through the 10 videos that are proven based on data and extensive research to not only close the most deals, but I'm going to show you examples of agents I've personally coached who've used these videos and generated leads from these exact videos. So the first thing I want to say before getting started is I did just launch a brand new free 90-minute training. And if you want to get access to that, just click the link in the description or the pinned comment. It's 90 minutes. And in that 90 minutes for free, I show you how to get your videos recommended by ChatGPT, Google, and AI, how to crack the YouTube algorithm to get free leads consistently, my exact prompts for the exact videos in your market that will lead to the most closed deals specific to you and your market. And I give you the prompts for free. You can download them. My $1 million commission YouTube strategy, because I've helped agents just like you go from brand new to close $1 million in 12 months with these exact strategies, and a 12-month plan of exactly what to do every month to scale your YouTube channel and break 6 figures in the next 12 months. So if you would like that, click the link in the description or the pinned comment. It's entirely free. You'll get my prompts for free, and it will save you weeks of headache, even months. So let's get into it. Video number 1 is going to be a relocation guide, as you can see here. Now, with this relocation guide, let me talk about why this works so powerful. Title: Moving to your city in year, 7 things you need to know, or it's more like X things you need to know, any number of things you need to know. My prompts will take care of this for you, and it will map out exactly what to say in each videos if you go through that free training. So why it works, it's very high intent search. And so a lot of people are searching based on relocation buyers, and it builds instant trust and drives guide downloads. So the structure: first, you want to talk about the problems. Then you want to talk about neighborhood highlights, cost insights, and then a free relocation guide. So you can see here, this is Peter Tulin, who has the YouTube channel Living in Ottawa. And this is a video that he did. You can see here, it's been for 5 years generating leads and closed deals. And Peter does about 40, 50 plus deals a year from his YouTube channel. So relocation guide video, number 1, you got to do it. It's one of the top videos that every agent should be doing. Number 2 is going to be a neighborhood tour. This is actually what Peter Tulin is known for. Again, his YouTube channel, Living in Ottawa. So living in a specific neighborhood, in this case, Canada, hidden gems only locals know. Using this language increases the conversion rate and gets more people to click on your videos than your competition. So why it works: local visibility, lifestyle storytelling. It shows your familiarity with the area, which drives consultations because people see you as a trusted local expert. So some of the tips that you could do, and you can watch Peter's videos, I will link these YouTube channels that I reference below in the description as well. Add map overlays so people can contextually understand where is this community located in your city. Walking and driving B-roll, you'll see Peter does that in all his videos. As he's driving through the community, he just puts his phone out of the window and shows it. And he'll overlay stats like walking scores, schools, that type of thing, demographics and all of that. And then timestamps for each area. So neighborhood tours do incredibly well and helps you become the local expert. Number 3 is going to be a cost of living breakdown. So Peter's done this as well. And so the true cost of living in your city for a specific year. And when you put in brackets things like housing, taxes, and lifestyle, it gives people context as to what they can expect, all things that they care about when looking to move to your city. Why it works: evergreen search, which means that it's a topic that ranks for years. This is 5 years ago, and it's generated over 100 times his average viewership, and thus generated a ton of leads that he's turned into closed deals. Structure, you want to include things like housing, utilities, groceries, taxes, and personal insight on what you've experienced by actually living there. Pros and cons of living in your city. Last one that I show Peter, but you can see here the pros and cons of living in your city before you move here, which is, again, people want to run away from pain more than they want to run toward pleasure. So why it works: authenticity builds trust. So actually talk about the cons. Like, is there a lot of traffic? Is it outrageously hot? Is it insanely cold? Don't just be one of these agents that talks only about the positives and then turns the cons into positives, and it leaves people disappointed and annoyed. Actually be honest and genuine about it. And so keep it balanced, 60% pros, 40% cons, in order to boost credibility and watch time. If you just talk about the pros, people aren't going to see you as credible. Next, we have market updates. These work incredibly well. So city housing market update for the year. Should you buy or wait? When you pose a question, people want to click on it to get the answer. So why it works: search and recency, it builds mass authority. Most people don't think real estate agents really understand the market, or are uneducated, whatever their assumptions are, which is why they think realtors get paid too much. When you do a video explaining the market and the data, which, by the way, now with AI, you can use ChatGPT to pull the monthly market stats in seconds of exactly what to put in the video, it shows your credibility. And it also shows your knowledge and understanding of the market, which makes you seem as an authority that people feel like they can trust to ask questions about the market, thus becoming leads and eventually becoming closed deals. So the structure: include the data, get it from ChatGPT, what it means, predictions, and action steps whether you're a buyer or a seller. Either which way, you control the narrative, and this gets a ton of leads. And Barry, actually with a small YouTube channel, less than 200 subscribers, closed $100,000 just over in 1 month. And a lot of it was because of his insight and data from his market reports. Now, if we look at this one, buyer's mistakes, this is an incredible video. X mistakes, right? So it doesn't have to be 7. It can be X mistakes people make when buying a house and how to avoid them. Again, run away from pain more than run toward pleasure. It's pain-driven curiosity. Retention stays high because people want to avoid losses. So as you can see here, warning, 3 must-knows before buying a Cape Coral home: secrets they won't tell you. Well, now if I'm thinking about buying a home in Cape Coral, I don't want to make mistakes. I want to know the secrets. And if there's a warning, I need to know this before I buy. I'm going to watch the video. As you can see here, 30 times more viewership than his average videos, and helped him, again, generate a consistent amount of leads. Should you move to your city? This is a great video. The example: should you move to your city in whatever the year is? The honest truth. So you can start to see the pattern here by putting some of these things at the end, which are kind of like either in brackets or quotations, usually in brackets. It really piques people's curiosity because they want to avoid the pain. They want the honest truth. They want the locals' perspective. This is going to help your videos convert higher, get more views, and thus generate more leads. So why it works: contrarian and emotional. And it also drives tons of comments from locals and relocation buyers because they're going to be bickering in the comments of whether or not what you said is right, is it wrong, and every comment is a ton of engagement. So pain, desire, reality check, and a balanced perspective. This is Anthony Esposito. And you can see here, he did this exact videos, top reasons to think twice about moving to Parma, Ohio, and it got 72 times the engagement of his average videos with a small audience. And Anthony closed deals every single month from his YouTube videos, and he's got a small audience. So this is another great one. City versus nearby city comparison video. These work wonders. You need to do these videos. And so this could be, for example, Austin versus Dallas. So 2 major cities, yours versus the most competitive next city that people are deciding behind or deciding between. And so which city is better to live in X year? Why it works. Competitive videos double the average watch time and click-through rates. Why? Because now you have people from Ottawa and Toronto clicking on this video. So typically with most of your videos, if you are like Peter and your video is entirely about Ottawa, you're only going to get views from people interested in moving to your market, which would be Ottawa. Now you have 2 times the viewership because you have people trying to decide between each of these cities. And so this video works incredibly well. And you want to do, again, side-by-side video visuals. You can see Ottawa over here, Toronto over here in the exact background. And you want to talk about things like cost, lifestyle, school, safety, and final verdict. This video does incredibly well. Make sure that you do this one. And again, you could see here 100 times more views than his average video. Number 9 is going to be home tours with a caveat, a lifestyle breakdown associated with the home tour. So you don't just want to do like inside whatever house, but you also want to talk, you can see here what you get for the price. You want to talk about the lifestyle. You want to talk about the community, the location, the schools, the amenities. When you don't just do a home tour, but you add in the lifestyle component and give people context of what it's like to live there, not just live inside this beautiful home, but if the home's in a trash neighborhood that nobody wants to live in with no schools nearby, no amenities, they're not going to enjoy the home. When you talk about the lifestyle of the property, you generate way more leads. Doing the property tour will get views. Marty, this is Marty Pettyford, and you can see here, 7.4 times more views than her average videos. And Marty actually just got a $2.5 million buyer that she just closed from these tours by incorporating the lifestyle. Marty, again, closes 6 figures every year from her channel, and that's where you've got visual curiosity, massive click-through rate, and viewers self-identify as potential buyers. So that's another video. And then one of the ones which saved for last, which is probably the easiest way to generate leads, is going to be a city map tour. And this again is Anthony Esposito. You can see here 10 times more views than his average video. So the ultimate map tour, where to live, work, and play. So this is going to be pretty much, as you can see here, if you watch this video, he pulls up Google Maps and he just walks through north, south, east, west, things like where to live, work, play. And you can also see it's based on data, one of the fastest growing formats. Viewers want context of where the neighborhoods are, what's near downtown, schools, and lifestyle areas. They want to see all of Google Maps. If they're relocating there, they want to know where the best neighborhoods are, where that is relative to downtown, where the amenities are, all the cool things, the hottest spots, the best restaurants, so they can visually understand and contextualize where they would like to live based on the lifestyle that they want to have. And so mention things like, if we look here, some of the critical things to mention are going to be commute times, right? Commute times, vibe, home prices, who each area fits best. And you could just do this on Google Earth and talk about the different neighborhoods. So this is going to be an incredible video. It's very simple. And those are the top 10 videos that every agent should create. Now, again, I encourage you to check out that free 90-minute training. It will change your business forever. And if you would like to see a breakdown where I walk you through exactly how Barry Cessna, the agent with less than 200 subscribers that closed over $100,000 in 1 month, exactly how he did it, step by step, the entire process so you can do it, check out this next video. It's 30 minutes. I walk you through everything, but I first encourage you, check out that 90-minute training. It's mind-blowingly valuable with live demonstrations. If you have any questions, drop a comment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.